Hi everyone, this is Nightwing MGTOW. Now, I've been a MGTOW for about, I would say, a year, and things have changed a lot. Things are getting better. I'm starting to interact with people differently, and my relationships have been redefined in a way. And the thing that no one really mentions about being a MGTOW is that you don't really just change how you interact with people now, but you tend to look way back and see and try to diagnose or find out the reasoning of your old relationships, which may have possibly confused you in the past. And this kind of brought out some thoughts in my mind about female relationships in terms of friendships. Now, friendships between men are rather simple. I met a great group of guys around the 8th grade, and I'm friends with these guys to this day. We talk on WhatsApp, on Facebook, Skype, all that, and we still stay in contact fairly frequently, despite them being miles and miles away from me, or when they're busy with college or I'm busy with college. Whereas the females, they tend to be friends with people when it's the most convenient. Sounds strange, doesn't it? I've seen women be friends with each other, girls that hate each other, but they rather stay in that relationship rather than go through the hassle of staying in contact with their friends that are just a little farther away. So let's keep this one thing in mind. Convenience tends to overthrow certain traits such as compatibility when it comes to women and their long-term relationships. And you'll notice that you will not find a lot of girls that are lifelong friends, and even if you do, they're probably the exception. Usually, lifelong friendships between women don't really last, whereas with men lifelong friendships are fairly common. I knew plenty of guys that have been friends for, I would say, 15, 16 years, easily. Even some other guys that have been friends ever since they were children till now, which are like in their late 40s. But I've never seen women be friends for more than maybe, let's just say, a decade. And even if they are friends, they don't really keep in contact. They don't really stay close to each other, not like men do. Now, you may be questioning what's the reason for this. And to be honest with you, I think the reason is that women tend to change more frequently than men. I have never met a woman that has not changed some very drastically between, let's just say, every 5 years, whereas men, their core values and their core beliefs tend to stay the same from, let's just say, the ages of 25. I don't know. We don't really change that much, to be honest with you. We tend to stay the same. Our habits remain the same. Our thoughts and opinions may change, but generally we're the same guy underneath all that. Whereas women, they can change completely. I've met the sweetest girls during, like, let's just say high school, complete hoes now. They hoes, man. They hoes in college, which is, it's just mind-blowing because you look back and think, how did that turn into that? I'm sure you've had that moment where you've known this girl, sweet and innocent, completely changed through college, and it happens, I guess, but it happens more frequently to women. Now, the question I like to pose us as MGTOW, as men, is how do you expect to remain in a marriage, in an arrangement with a woman, when she is unstable? How do you expect to prioritize your relationship with a woman when she cannot form the most basic of all relationships, which is a friendship between you and another person? And this is fairly concerning. This is an issue that not only men choose to ignore, but women just don't even address. They seem to brush off by saying, oh, she changed, like it was something casual, or they can never really pinpoint the issue. They tend to divert that question into, oh, just something happened. Whereas with men, if there's a fallout or some sort of argument, the reasons are clear, and the differences are very clearly outlined to where the issue was, whereas with women, it tends to be just a casual, completely normal thing for them to completely drop friendships that have lasted years and years. So the next time you choose to get into a relationship with a woman, please just consider that, is she going to be the same girl the next 5 years, next 10 years? I don't think so. That's just my thoughts on this. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. See you guys.